This is a great show because we started out with everybody feeling a little under pressure and moved into some good vibrations. See what I did there, Stephen?
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Thank you, sir. This is our chance to talk about what happened this week and some of the interesting conversations we had around our company and our product. Piggybacking off of Doc G's segment, let's get right into the whole college anxiety thing. I think, Stephen, you had a situation this week related to that.
Yeah, it's a big topic that's been coming up in my life all over the place. And I spoke to another, actually maybe a recent graduate, but young adult, a young adult, healthy, struggling with anxiety. This was an interesting story because she tried another CBD product. It wasn't ours, but it was from a friend of hers that was trusted.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't what was in the bottle, we don't know, but it was trusted. And typical advice: hey, start slow, 2 times a day, type of thing. But when she started having some strange dreams, at least when she did the afternoon serving. So then the advice was, hey, just go back and do it 1 time during the day.
Oh, so she was taking it in the afternoon, but then having strange dreams at night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know if it was, that's the story. So then she went back to taking it 1 time a day, but then had been increasing the serving to the point where within the 2 weeks she'd been taking the product, she was already at the maximum dose.
Okay.
Whatever that is,
right.
Maximum serving.
Right.
Over a 2-week period. And it saw 0 positive results from it, and was really distressed about it. Was curious what was going on. So the only advice obviously we could say is, hey, try our product. And what I wanted to point out to our listeners today is that a little goes a long way, and it's best to take time to take your servings. And 2 weeks is really not that long of a period of time. So if you want to start with a small serving, be consistent for maybe 2 weeks. Maybe start with the small quarter serving, quarter of a dropper on our product, Max and Stevens. It's right on the pipette. You can see at the bottom line. Put that under your tongue twice a day. Do it for 2 weeks. See what you notice. Then if you see 0, then up it a little bit, right? Just add a little bit more, and then go from there and gradually. Because if you think about it, it's not a magic miracle cure. It took a while to get into that situation. It may take a little while to get out, but at least starting with feeding your endocannabinoid system, helping your body maintain a balance can help in many different ways.
Yeah, quality of product and consistency. I mean, that stuff is important. I mean, the dosage story is I've got the story.
You do have the story of dosage.
I've got the story of the week for dosage. So
tell us what happened here. So this was you got to call. You guys may remember Shorty Rossi from Pit Boss, a TV show. He's a good friend of ours. And he runs a pit bull rescue. He uses our product for his pets. And Max talked to him the other day. Tell the story of what happened with Shorty.
It's always great catching up with Shorty and talking to him. So he calls and he's got some questions. I mean, he wants to talk about some tour stuff that he's doing, and he was asking some questions about when we could schedule him back on the show. But then what he was trying to get to, and I said, Shorty, how's everything going? Are you using our product? Is it working for you? How are the pups doing? He says the pups are doing great. Radamantos, I think is a stress pup, and they give it to him. And then I think that there's a new dog, Maria. They've got some other puppies there. So all good on the CBD front with the puppies. I said, but he says, but I gotta talk to you about something else. I said, what do you got to talk about? He says, I started using it too. I said, oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. He says, well, he goes, problem is I can't get away from a bathroom. I said, you can't get away from the bathroom?
Oh, God.
He says, I can't be away from a bathroom. I said, poor guy. I said, what's going on? I goes, so the bottom line is this. I said, Shorty, I said, when we tell you to use our product, let's talk about quantities, because a typical dosage is a quarter of a dropper under the tongue, typically twice a day, and you want to do that for about 7 to 10 days and start seeing how you're feeling. He starts laughing. He's like, ha, 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 ha. He's been doing 2 full droppers a day.
2 droppers a day.
2 full droppers a day. I said, Shorty, I said, look, I said, the carrier oil that we use is something called MCT oil, very well digested, right, Stephen? It's one of those, it's similar to coconut oil. It stands for medium chain triglycerides. But the problem is that if you have a lot of that, it could potentially do that to you.
Yeah, any oil that you take large servings of has a chance to upset your digestive system.
Now, Shorty was completely transparent about the fact that there could have been external factors at play.
Yeah.
Like he mentioned some mayonnaise that may have been, standing outside for a little bit too long. So we could not necessarily correlate the two events.
Well, that's brings it to a very important statement.
Go ahead.
Which is correlation does not imply causation.
Yeah. And the other lesson learned there is read the instructions. So we had a great laugh about that. Shorty is feeling much better. He's going to give it another try, and he's going to be doing it the way that we recommended. And hopefully there's no bad mayonnaise standing outside anywhere to dilute the results. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad it's helping the pups. I'm glad to always speak to Shorty, and I'm glad that I had that story to share with the audience.